Hello students, I am welcoming you all in the second lecture of chapter 1 current electricity. In previous lecture we have discussed about charge particles, then how current flows in a conductor and what is the direction of current. We have also derived formula for current. Now today let us discuss some terms related to static electricity. Now what is static electricity? Like in current electricity, something is in flow, the charges were in flow. So in static electricity what happen? The charges are at rest. So when the charge is at rest, that time its electricity is called static electricity. In today's lecture we are going to discuss about some terms. First one is electric field and electric field intensity. Second one is electric potential, and third one is potential difference. And then I will explain you that why in current electricity chapter we are discussing these terms related to static electricity. So first of all, let me explain you about electric field. Before that, we will recall one activity related to magnet. So you all have used magnet somewhere or other, okay? So if you take one magnet and put any magnetic material like coin or pin near the magnet, what happen? The magnet apply the force on that material and attracts it, okay? If you increase the distance of that coin or pin, then what happen? Then again the magnet will attract that. If you further increase the distance, it will attract that. But if you continue increase the distance between the magnet and the magnetic material, so after a certain distance the magnet is not able to attract that magnetic material. Why that happens? Because a magnet is having a certain limited distance inside which it can apply force on other object, but after that particular distance it cannot apply force on that object. So that distance is called the field of that magnet, okay? So in the similar manner, if we take one charge particle, suppose this is one charge particle plus q, okay, and we put one another charge or uncharged particle near it at point C. This charge particle is source charge, and this charge particle we call as test charge, okay? So this source charge will apply force on this test charge, and if we put any charge at point A, then also we see that this q, source charge q, is applying some force on the charge placed at this point. But if we put any charge at this point, so what we will see? That this source charge q is not applying any force on the charge which is placed on point B. That means similar to magnet, this charge particle is also having a particular field inside which it can apply force on other particle, but outside that it cannot apply force on other particle. So this we call as electric field. So here you can see one circle is there around this charge particle. Inside this area, inside this circle, this source charge will apply force on any charge. but outside this area it will not apply force on any charge. So how can we give the definition of electric field? So what is electric field? The space surrounding a charged particle where its influence can be felt is called electric field. So I think now you all have understood what is electric field. Any area surrounding a charged particle where its influence, that means the force applied by this charge, can be felt is called its electric field. Now next term is electric potential. So students, here you can see one source charge is there and this is the electric field because of this source charge. So let me tell you one more thing, that inside this electric field this source charge will apply force, but outside this field it will not apply any force. So outside the field what distance we will take? Infinity. Okay, inside the field here we take any distance, but as the particle comes over the electric field we consider that now the distance between that source charge and particle is infinity, because now the source charge is not able to apply any force on that. So we assume that now the distance is infinity. Then one more term is there, potential. So students, I am telling you one very important thing, listen it very carefully. Whenever you see this word potential, so you understand that it is related to work. Whenever potential is there, that means some kind of work is done here. Okay, so when electric potential is written, that time also some work is done here. Now what is that work? So students, here we take a source charge. Okay, now one more important thing, that source charge is positive and whatever test charge we take, test charge is that charge on which we are testing the force because of this source charge. Okay, so now suppose we are having one test charge Q at a distance infinity from the source charge Q, and we have to move this charge inside the electric field. Do you understood the situation? We are having one source charge here. This is the electric field of that source charge. We are having one test charge at infinity. We have to move this charge to a point A inside the electric field. So here we have to do some work to move the charge from infinity to this point. Okay, we have to do some work to move the charge from infinity to a point at electric field. So this work what we will done to move this charge from infinity to this point, that work is called electric potential. So let's see its definition. Electric potential: the amount of work done in moving a charged particle from infinity to a point in electric field is called electric potential of that point. Okay, so if we are moving the charged particle from infinity to point A, so electric potential will be of point A. Suppose we are moving it from infinity to a point here. Okay, suppose this is point X, we are moving it from infinity to X, so this electric potential will be of point X. So whatever point where we are moving the charge from infinity to whatever point, electric potential we will calculate of that point only. Okay, if we are moving the charged particle from infinity to A, so electric potential will be of point A. if we are moving from infinity to x, so electric potential will be of point x. Now because both the charges are positive, so the force between them will be repulsive. So if we are moving it from infinity to a, we have to do some work. But if we are moving it from infinity to, suppose one point B is here, so we have to do more work, because Q, this source charge, try to repel this charge, but we are putting it close to Q, that means we have to do more work. So here at point B, the electric potential will be more in comparison with A. Okay, so if we are bringing a charge particle close to source charge, we have to do more work, and that's why electric potential also will be more. Okay, so at point which is far from source charge, electric potential is less, but the point which is close to source charge, the electric potential will be more. Now we know that inside the electric field also, at different point, electric potential is different. So that means if we put charge particles at different points, they will felt the force because of source charge in different manner. If we put a charge here, it will felt less force in comparison with a charge which is here. Okay, so that means at different point the force experienced by different charges are different. Okay, so whatever force a charge particle experience at any point inside the electric field, that force is called electric field intensity. Is it clear, students? Electric field intensity is what? It is the amount of force which is experienced by a test charge inside the electric field. Then last term is potential difference. In case of electric potential, we have to move a test charge from infinity, that means outside the electric field, to inside the field. Okay, from outside we are moving something inside. But in case of potential difference, what happened? We are moving a charge particle inside the electric field. Okay, so this is the electric field because of this source charge Q. Okay, and suppose we are moving one charge particle from point X to point Y. So we have already discussed that the electric potential at point X is different from the electric potential at point Y. So when we are moving a charge particle from X to Y, that time also we have to do some work. So this amount of work is called potential difference. Let's see its definition. Potential difference: the amount of work done in moving a charged particle from one point to another point inside the electric field is called potential difference between that two points. Is it clear, students? Generally, students becomes so much confused between electric potential and potential difference. So what is the main difference here? In electric potential, we bring a charge particle from infinity to a point inside the field. Okay, but in potential difference, a charge is moved inside the electric field from one point to another. You can understand it by one example. When you are at your home and from your home you are coming to school, this is electric potential. From outside you are coming inside, so it is electric potential. But if you are roaming inside the school, that is potential difference. Are you getting my point? If from outside a charge is brought inside the field, electric potential, but if the charge is moving inside the electric field only, that is potential difference. This is it for today's lecture. See you in next lecture. Till then, take care and do some productive work.